and you supposed to be my friend, but lo and behold, you coming up with code names for me. Really try to sit there and say I try to show out for people in this school when you was the fakest in the school. Like, I'm with whatever. Like, if she want to squabble up, like, we could do that. Like, if she want to keep it on mute, we could do that too. Now when I see you at school tomorrow, I'm on that. I'm on that. So if you need that, I got that for you.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Sure that you cry for you. Don't think when you want me to. Like controller. Yeah, like controller.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lece, and I'm back again. Okay, this is in the way. And I'm back again with another epic, juicy, and ghetto story time. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Lece. My government is Alicia. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, what's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Y'all chilling? Y'all chilling? Alright, bet. Y'all see the title of today's video, and actually I don't even know what I'm gonna title it. It's gonna be between two things. It's either gonna be the Mean Girl episode 2 or the Mean Girl episode 2
Oh my god.
Don't act shocked.
But it's not what it seems, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's not what it seems. Like, y'all just gotta bear with me and stick with me throughout the duration of the story so that you can hear what happens and what unfolds. Part 2, episode 2 of the Mean Girl series, like I was saying. And if you have not watched part 1, here it is, linked above, linked in the description, linked in the comments. You need to go ahead and watch part 1 before you watch this, because you're going to be confused. Now, if you want to be one of those and watch the story time out of order, then that's on you, okay? But we about to get into part 2 right now, and we about to pick back up where we left off. But before I get into the video, definitely don't forget to give the video a big like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely subscribe, because we're like this close to 9K, which means we're this close to 10K. And I probably would have been there if I ain't been playing on this internet, but I already told y'all I'm back. So let's just get straight into the story. And baby, where we left off, it was some tea, and the tea is about to get piping fucking hot. Let me fucking tell you, okay? I left off and I told y'all from part 1 that all hell breaks loose in the group chat. Y'all probably like, what does all hell? I don't even really fully know for real, because again, y'all, this was like 10 years ago, so I really don't remember everything. But y'all know what is actually diabolical and crazy? I'm gonna put the screenshots on the screen, because I have some type of evidence, some type of receipts for how I think I was 17 at this point, for how my 17 version of myself was just kind of navigating and dealing with the situation. These receipts is gonna kind of give y'all an idea of what happened in the chat. These receipts actually kind of sparked my memory and reminded me a little bit of certain details that I wouldn't know if I didn't have these. Now y'all probably asking like, what receipts are these? These receipts are emails that I sent to myself with Stally as the subject line. I don't know why. I don't know why I did this, and I don't know if I was venting or if this was actual stuff I was saying in the group chat, but this is my feelings. So when I was like 17 years old, so we about to get into it right now, and I'm gonna just read y'all all the stuff that I was writing. But to give y'all a nutshell of what had happened in the group chat, I told y'all I was noticing Squidward tentacles, Squid Games, like Squid kept getting brought up, right? So I think it was like I was telling y'all, it was after a long day when I was at work, getting my shmoney, getting my bag, and I come back to the group chat, and I probably say, hey, what's up, y'all, in the group chat. And it was Stally. I don't know if it was Stally or Fan. It was one of the other, okay? Because both of them hoes was coming at me like, let's clock the tea. It was one of the other that had said something like along the lines of like,
oh, Squid's back in the chat.
bitch, Bitch, I'm Squidward, bitch. Bitch, who? So y'all was talking about me. Y'all was throwing shade. Y'all was throwing shade because now y'all talking about, oh yeah, Squid's back in the chat, da 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 da. Yo, when I tell you, I wish I had the screenshots from this chat, because when I tell y'all, it was a group chat war. Stally and Fan coming at my head top, like they was and it was mainly Stally and Fan was tag teaming behind her, basically coming at my head top, basically like, oh yeah, you've been missing, go back to doing whatever you've been doing, we've been having all these squad outings and then you don't show up, and da 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 and da 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 da. So they was basically mad and feeling some type of way that I was basically picking and choosing when I wanted to interact with them, which, okay, y'all, if y'all miss me, just say that. Don't attack me because I've been, I guess, MIA in y'all opinion. And these are the things that struck me. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the stuff that struck me that Stally was saying and that Fan was co-signing. Stally was saying shit like, oh yeah, you show out for Apple. You show out for Apple. Like you need that. And I'm like, what? I show out for Apple. I show out for Apple is crazy. Like, and remember I told y'all Apple is the name of my high school. And remember I told y'all like the type of person I am. And if you watch part 1, I'm not re-explaining anything because y'all already know. So it's funny that you think that I show out for this school when I'm really just being myself. Clock it. Like, how do I show out for the high school and I just be myself and people naturally gravitate towards me and people naturally F with me? Like, I don't know how I show out for the school, but whatever. She was talking crazy. Like, when I tell you I had to defend myself against some wild hyenas. I think Stally also said something like, oh, I'm taking L's and all types of crazy shit, because when the whole back and forth was going on, I was basically trying to get Stally to understand, like, girl, I'm going through ish. Like, I have a job. Like, I just lost my V card. Like, I'm still trying to navigate the emotions of that. Sorry, I haven't been showing up the way y'all want me to show up. But like, you coming at me crazy. You're not even asking me if I'm okay. You're not even asking, and you supposed to be my friend. But lo and behold, you coming up with code names for me, somebody who's supposed to be your friend. You posting about it on Snapchat. You posting it, you texting it in the group chat. And now today you finally reveal my code name, and you basically telling me how you really feel. Like, you basically telling me like you don't fuck with me like that, because I'm telling you like, yo, I'm going through some stuff right now. I have a job. Like, I'm trying to figure shit out, and you never really have stuff figured out in life, if we're going to be real. But you know, Stally wasn't really hearing it. Like, Stally and Fan, you know, like I said, I'm gonna call a spade, and I'm gonna tell the truth of what happened. They tag teamed up against me and came at me crazy in this group chat. I was getting in the field with them. Like, I was getting jumped. I was holding my own. Okay, I wouldn't say I was beating them to fuck, but I was holding them on. Like, I was not letting them talk to me crazy in this chat and address me as Squid and say I'm taking L. Now y'all probably asking like, where was Buttercup? Buttercup was in the chat, but Buttercup was kind of the person that was on some
guys, stop, like, chill, like, let's talk about it, like, come on.
That's basically the type of timing that Buttercup was on. And I think Petunia, she probably did say something, but Petunia ain't say much of anything. Petunia was really like a quiet, reserved person. Like, I don't know if she would partake in the ish talking, but I don't know. You know, looking back, I don't really feel like it gave that. She really ain't say much of nothing. And the way I was responding, like, I was really eating them up. Like, I feel like in these emails that I sent to myself, it was a combination of stuff that I had sent in the group chat and that I had said to myself and venting. Because then on top of that, Sally was saying stuff, complaining about the fact that, oh yeah, you smoke and you do this and you're into guys and you do. She basically complaining to me about all of the stuff that she do. Like, how are you trying to bring up to me, trying to say something to me about smoking trees when the first time any of us ever smoked was together? Clock it. It was on Buttercup's roof, and it was a cold day in February or March. We all smoked an effed up ass L, didn't even get for real, for the first time together. So how is you complaining to me about me smoking tree and you smoke tree? How was you trying to find an issue with me being into guys and you're into guys? You have a whole crush that, you know what? Let me get into the receipts. So let me tell y'all what my 17-year-old brain was thinking at this time. And y'all gonna see I can't make this ish up. This says August 2nd, 2015. Boom. And it's funny, Stally, because I remember we were on the phone that day of the first outing and you don't have anything to say. You were actually nice and welcoming. Yes, you did ask me why I didn't go, and then I told you, and that was that. The conversation continued on. There was no mention that there was ever an issue. I spoke to Buttercup the next day to find out there was an issue that day. Within the hour or so when we spoke, there was plenty of time for you to dish out any issue you found present. So that's basically me addressing you complaining that I'm not pulling up to squad outings, but you complaining to everybody but me. And now you over here trying to find yourself trying to lash out on me because you got all these animosity and bottled up emotions, and you think that you could just talk to me crazy. And then when I bite back, because you know what I'm saying, y'all poke the bear. When I bite back, it's ha hee hee ha ha. It's not hee hee ha ha, ain't shit funny. Because you complaining that I ain't pull up to outings and you didn't want to talk to me about it one-on-one. You was trying to embarrass me in the group chat, which is weird, but okay. Then, ooh, girl, I don't think I said a lot of this. I don't think I sent, but yeah, we're going to say the person's real code name too, because I don't really give up, quite frankly, because it's not their real name. So that's going to be their code name for the story time. So Stally's crush's code name, his name was Stu, bitch. His name was Stu, like stew chicken. Yeah, his name was Stu. So this is me basically speaking in Stally's voice. Like, since you want to come at me, I'm about to come at your head top back, okay?
Stu said he'll come visit me at my job. Stu said we're gonna chill this summer. Stu said we should sife.
How about you go suck a... More specifically, Stu's... Since you always got something to say about him when he's irrelevant, nobody wants him but you continue to suck his in your imagination. Or you could actually tell him you want to suck it. You may or may not come out successful. Who knows? You gotta try. You dead on some middle school-ish. Grow up. Stop being a petty ass bitch that's not going to get anywhere in your life. Talking about how I show off for Apple. Who is the one that talks the most shit about what? I'm airing out shit. I don't care. Who is the one who talks the most shit about white? I'm gonna blur out that word YTs, because okay, we went to a predominantly white high school, and this girl, she would talk so much ish about, like I told y'all, she would talk about hella people, but would never say nothing to nobody's face, would never keep that energy in real life. She would talk so much ish about certain white kids, certain white girls, certain white boys, but she would be in these same people's face smiling, keying it up.
That's weird.
Who is the one that talks the most about in Apple, but it's all for them in person? Number one example, when I'm gonna blur out this person's name, but whenever he is brought up in a negative way, but in persons it's all smiles. Like, what? But I show off for Apple? Okay, telling me to, I'm getting certain stuff from the chat. Okay, because boom, let me explain this part, and I'm gonna have each part that I'm reading on the screen because I gotta explain it to you. In the whole little group chat back and forth, Sally was telling me some shit like, oh,
you need to read your Bible and reflect.
Like, what is you trying to insinuate? Like, what is you trying to insinuate, bitch? I'm holier than thou, and I'm one of God's favorites, baby. Like, let's not get it confused. I'm one of God's favorite. So she's trying to be funny, trying to tell me to read my Bible because I guess I've been sinning. Like, what? Okay, girl. Telling me to read the Bible, reflect, use my mind is corny, boo. Try again. You are corny. That was corny. Everything you saying right now is corny.
Corny, lame, boo.
You are actually a corny, fake ass to be honest. You think your shit don't stink? Well, everybody does. Whose feelings are you trying to hurt? Not mine. It seems like you're in your feelings though on some Meek Mill, I didn't tweet your album shit. But instead, I didn't respond to the group chat. So you get mad on some 8th grade type shit and try to come for someone who's been nothing but a friend. Someone who has always bent over backwards for you. Someone who has always put up with so much shit. Someone that has never said a bad thing about you to anyone. Someone that has defended you when others have talked shit about you. And again, someone who has just been there when they didn't have to be, but you want to throw that all away because you in your feelings about some petty childish ass bull. Like, go back to middle school with that shit. This is how my 17-year-old was feeling. Like, I always like felt like I was a good friend to her, and you coming at me like out of nowhere. Like, that's why I'm saying all of this, because I'm like, girl, like, I would literally defend your name when people would ish about you, but the whole time you was talking ish about me. Wow. I said, wow. That's crazy cupcakes. Shall we continue, class? Let's continue. And mind you, these is all of my emotions. Oh my God, it's so much stuff. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get through this. This is all that was going through my mind, and this is going to be a part of the story. I'm sorry. Have you ever had ex before? Oh, wait, I know the answer. No, right? Yes, I was right. I knew I was, because if you did have ex before... No, yeah, this was in the chat. Some of this shit was in chat. You would know that ish changes the perspective completely. That ish is wild. It changes everything, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. And especially if it's your first time. And I will say that I had ex again and I enjoyed it. It was great. And for ignorant ass virgins like you who are probably like, ew, she's such a whore, slut, hoe, thought, I advise you to shut the F up. Like, actually, shut the F up, because you think you know what it is and you don't. So until you have ex, don't tell me how I should feel or how I should respond to certain ish. I mean, actually have ex. Not in your dreams about stew. Not a little wet dream, baby. A real life. He really got you wet. Not you woke up from your sleep in your house, in your mama house wet, bitch. Maybe that's the real reason you mad, because I got some eggplant before you.
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
Is it hard to believe Alicia, out of all people, got eggplant before Stally? She lost her V card before Stally. Oh God, no. No. Really, is it true? Alicia, the weird one. How could she have possibly got eggplant? Frankly, I don't know my damn self. But it happened. And newsflash, that's not something to be envious of, because that's emotional either way. But that's only if you were my package, which it seems like you do, because that's what you're mad about. Well, actually, I don't know what you're mad about. Maybe you just want somebody to pick on. IDK. Talking about I took the L. Where? You took a L as party. It was somebody's sweet 16 where Stally took an L. I'm about to say, where she took an L. You took an L as such and such party when you managed to let your man slip up and hook up with another bitch instead of you. Then got depressed and lost 5 pounds after. Now, I'll admit, I've taken some major L's too, but I don't walking around acting as if they never happened. It's okay to own up to your shit, sis. And maybe you need to smoke one right now, because you way too uptight. You way too uptight and like, calm your pussy, bitch. And I really just think you a fake ass, because you always got something negative to say about yella, under my umbrella, Ella. Okay, let me continue. Look how yellow, look at how, so I'm not making none of this shit up. You always got something to say about Yella, yet you're always up her ass. Like, what? I think you're jealous of her, to be honest, because you always got something to say about her outfits or her Instagram. Why is she wearing this, that, blah, blah, blah? Like, why does that concern you so much? Does that stop you from waking up every day? Does that pose a threat to your health and well-being? Maybe it was. Like, let her do her. Oh, and especially when you told us about some ninja fingering her, like, you sure as hell slut shamed her for that. Like, why? I commend her for that. Like, if anything, you should want to get fingered by a fine ass nigga too. Not shame somebody else for doing something that you're probably curious about yourself. Like, sis, I dead don't need you. I'm not gonna get on my knees and beg for you. Now, we're gonna take a pause. Actually, we're gonna take a pause before I read the next part, because I just wanted to give y'all an idea of what was going through my brain at 16 years old. I was clocking T, or 17. I was clocking T at 17, but it took me a little longer to clock T, like, versus how I clock the T now. Okay, so y'all heard all the, y'all, like, listen, and I said all of that with my chest, bitch. And Stally, if you watching that, it still stands. You're weird and you're fake. You're weird. Like, please, like I said, I don't have no beef or no smoke with nobody, But girl, reliving this is girl, like, cause you really try to sit there and say I try to show out for people in this school when you was the fakest hoe in the school. Like, that's mind-boggling to me. That's mind-boggling to me. Like, you was fake as F to your friend, to somebody that was your friend and just wanted to be your friend. Like, that's it. I didn't want to be you. I didn't like, and you talking about I show out. So what am I doing for the internet now, Stally? I'm showing out for the internet. I'm showing out with my 8,000 going on 9 and 10,000 subscribers and my thousands of views on my videos. I'm showing out now. No, baby, I was a star from birth and you probably seen that shit and was fucking mad.
Period.
She's mad. When the whole argument and stuff in the group chat was going on, once it clearly came to an end, because it was a point where the argument and the back and forth and everything came to an end, I had called Buttercup. Like, I had FaceTimed her immediately after. I FaceTimed Buttercup and I'm like, and she answers and I'm like, Buttercup, what the bro? Like, what the like, why? What the fuck did I do to this bitch? Like, why is this bitch coming at me? And then Fan's bitch ass coming at me too. Like, bitch, I don't even talk to you. Like, why? Like, Fan, you was giving Fan, baby. Like, you was giving, you never really F with me either. And you was just waiting for a reason to come at my head top, because it's like, Fan, I was nothing but cool with your ass, but. And yeah, I'm basically asking Buttercup, like, what is going on? What has been being talked about? What has been being said without my knowledge? Like, what is going on? And unbeknownst to me, it's a lot of unbeknownsts in this motherfucking story. Unbeknownst to me, Buttercup tells me, like, mind you, this is literally minutes after the whole blow up in the group chat. Buttercup tells me that Stally thinks that I need her and that she has me under her wing.
I know you fucking lying, bitch. Bitch, bye.
Baby girl, you got me fucked up. Need who? Oh, watch this. Watch how I show how much I don't need none of y'all. I'm like, didn't I tell y'all I'm a lone I'm such a lone ranger. So when Buttercup tells me this on the phone, like, she basically was like, yeah, like,
all of this wasn't supposed to happen like this, Alicia, but yeah, this is how Stally is feeling. She feeling like you need her. She feeling like she got you under her wing.
I was like, really? The same person who, in this whole altercation that just happened, you talking about the same person who was complaining that I have not pulled up to squad outings, and the same person complaining that I have other friends, but this is why you can't let nobody think they son of you. This is why never again in life after this situation, because everything is a lesson in life, y'all. Never again in life did a bitch ever think they sunned me. And God could strike me down right now if I'm capping on this motherfucking internet. And we have more stories. But anytime a hoe has ever tried me in life after this shit, they got barked back immediately. Like, no, never again in life after this situation. I'm like, oh, really? That's how she feel? Let me show her something. Let me just remove myself from the situation. No worries. You don't got to worry about me. All these little conversations being had about me, and I'm over here living my motherfucking life. I didn't know it was smoke. I didn't know it was issues. It's giving you trying to insinuate I'm like a burden or something. I didn't know, baby. I didn't know that's how you was feeling. I didn't know. So let me just, you know what I'm saying? So let me continue on with the notes that I was saying and how I was feeling, and then we're gonna progress forward with the story time. I think this was already after this was definitely after I had already spoke to Buttercup. Like, sis, I dead don't need you. Like, I'm not gonna get on my knees and beg for you to be my friend. It's not that serious. Because at this point, you have lived up to your infamous name. Because if niggas know who I'm talking about, like, y'all know what this bitch's name is. Y'all know what her little alter ego and what her fucking name is. She, like, yeah, you lived up to that one. And I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna find the bitch and I don't got the time. But yeah, like, who wants to be friends with someone who is rude like that? Like, I don't have a problem not being in squad or not having you as a friend, because I really don't want a friend that is constantly rude and disrespectful. This is why I have so many friends outside of squad. Well, not even. I'm just a friendly person. Not because I want attention, because I really could give a F about what anybody in that damn school gotta say, because I'm not in school for them and for looks, etc. It's the fact that I have already apologized. Because yeah, y'all, it was a point in the conversation. I was like, listen, I'm sorry for making y'all feel like however the F y'all feel, but I'm going through my own ish. So that's basically what I'm saying here. It's the fact that I've already apologized, took ownership, said my fault, never had any bad intentions, and you still got something to say. Like, at this point, shut the fuck up, really. It's obviously clear that you just want to start a problem just to start a problem at this point. Like, clearly your issue is deeper than what you're putting it out to be. I don't know, maybe you just want to be a bitch. That's cool, but I'm done with this convo and your BS, because again, this ain't getting anywhere, so I'll just remove myself again. And then I think it was a point in the conversation, she was saying some mess like, oh, who are you talking to? Bitch, I'm talking to you, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? I said, you sis, I'm talking to you. Stop acting like you some unbreakable force nobody could mess with. Like, chill with that. Again, dead on some middle school shit. That was corny and old, boo. How you gonna come for me based on my own personal experience that I have already accepted and acknowledged? Like, that is so weak. You can't hurt someone, or me specifically, when they have already accepted and moved on from something. Try again. You tried to break me down and you failed. Plain and simple. Like, I bet you Stally and every other person that has ever tried me in life never thought that they would get the kickback that they would get from me. Because one thing I don't know is I have the mother that I have. I have seen my mom. G shit, my mom has. Yeah, all right, I'm not gonna get into the details because my mom, you know what I'm saying? That's my mommy. I love her. But I have literally seen my mom curse people the out, get ready to beat people's asses, like in my face. Like, I told y'all in a story time, an old ass story time, when I had some type of issue in high school, my mom gave me the permission to beat somebody the fuck up in middle school. So before I met you hoes, so why do y'all motherfuckers think y'all just taking my kindness for weakness? Like, that's really what it is. Y'all take my kindness for weakness, because I'm a very genuine, nice, respectful, kind-hearted, genuine sweetheart type of person. But people take advantage of that shit, and that's what I have figured out all over all of these years. People take my kindness for weakness. But then when you poke the bear and I motherfucking bite back, motherfuckers be telling me to chill. I'm not chilling because you tried me and you thought that it wasn't gonna be no smoke behind that shit. No, it's smoke, and I want all the smoke. All of y'all. All right, y'all. I'm a little hot. I just low-key blacked, but like, this is my 26-year-old version of myself standing up for my 17-year-old version and really defending the out of her. Like, for real, like, I'm speaking my truth on my platform. Like, F all of that. I have notes for part 2, but honestly, the way it's going, yeah, we're gonna have more than 3 parts. Honestly, if we're gonna clock the tea, y'all know I'm a day one Drake fan, right? Drake, if you see this, I'm still on your side. But anyways, my first Drake concert ever, I took Stally, bro. I could have took anybody, and I took her ungrateful, snarky, fake ass. You was talking shit about me, talking about you. I'm under your wing, bitch. Bitch, which wing was you in when you was in that concert for free, bitch? Seeing Drake, like, what? Like, please, bro, like, please. So it was probably like the next day or the following days, whatever. I probably went to my mom and I told my mom, like, mommy, like, X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. And I don't really remember. I would call my mom right now and ask her, like, do you remember what you said to me? But she's knocked out. I'm not about to wake her up. I talked to my mom and probably told my mom about the situation, and my mom, you know, basically was kind of like,
Alicia, you know, these things happen, you know, this is high school, these are the types of things that happen in high school. You probably not going to be friends with these people past high school, so it's like, at this point, Just remove yourself. Just remove yourself.
I don't even think she fully told me to remove myself. I think my mom was just on some like, you know, what do you want to do and how do you feel? And I'm like, I'm not effing with it. I'm not effing with it at all. Like, this girl don't even know who you is and like what type of influence like you have over me to not let people try me. Like, my mom has told me from a very young age to not let people try me and don't like nobody could ever say they bullied me. People had probably tried to bully me and was not successful. Like, what the F? Like, so I'm just like, this is crazy. But you know, my mom is basically telling me this is a part of life. And I had also forgot to mention that I don't know who said the last message in the chat. It definitely was not me, because one thing I don't have to have is the last word. I'll let you have the last word and I'll let you make yourself continue to look stupid. So one of them had to have the last word, and you could tell like that group chat, that squad group chat was over. I knew for a fact at that point there was a separate chat made, because nothing else was said in that chat from that day on, which leads me to think that there was probably already a separate group chat that I didn't even know about. But you know, hoes was waiting for the day to, you know, come at my head top. Come at my head top or whatever. It was probably like 2 weeks later, y'all. No capiana. 2 weeks later, who do I get a text message from? Y'all guessed it. Stally text my phone, and the text really should have went green. Like, if we're gonna be real, the text should have went green, but it was still blue. Because when I tell y'all, if this was 26-year-old Alicia, oh baby, you would have been blocked expeditiously. You would have sent that text and you would have felt stupid as immediately. But let me tell y'all what the text said. Like I said, it was probably like 2 weeks after the whole blow up and everything. And Stally basically texts me. It's this long-winded paragraph, okay? And I can't even tell you what it said, but I can't even decipher if it was genuine or some bullshit. If we're gonna be real, I don't know. But just know, like it was one of them. Like, you know, them paragraphs that you send to your man when you mad because he got you up, or to a boy that you talking to. Yeah, like it was one of those, and I didn't respond. I did not respond, because no response is a response. Just remember that. No response is a response. Yeah, it was a day where, you know, I was having like a little outing with my mother and that same family friend that I had went on the college tour trip with. Yeah, we was having a little outing that day. I don't know what we was doing, but it was so crazy because I was literally having a great day. I'd probably already been moved on from the situation because, you know, I gotta go to work. I'm chasing a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chasing a bag, getting to this money, because y'all know queens get the money. So I've been getting the money for a very long time. It's like we literally wrapping up with our day, and I see a text message. It said like 1 hour ago from none other than Stally. So when I had seen the text message, like, I had told my mom, I'm like, yo, mommy, look what I just got. And my mom was like, like, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do? I'm like, girl. I mean, I probably wasn't like, girl. I'll probably say girl to her now, because my mom is my little friend now. But back then she wasn't one of my little friends. But girl, I'm not saying nothing. Like, I have nothing to say. Like, you apologize. Like, it's like the way the apology was, like, it was given like she was apologizing for her. That's why I'm like, I can't really tell if it was genuine or not. Like, especially with how things continue to play out, which y'all will see. So just bear with me. Yeah, I was like, nah, like, I'm good. Like, she don't even gotta apologize to me. All I got is senior year, and I'm not gonna see this bitch ever again. Like,
Cap.
I'm not tripping about it. Like, and oh, it was I forgot to mention to y'all in the whole like little group chat debacle, she had also said something like where she was making fun of me for going to tutoring. Like, oh, you better get to tutoring. Like, she said some crazy, basically making fun of me because I wasn't the best in math. So because math was not my specialty, I would willingly get up and go to tutoring. Like, I would go to tutoring before school and sometimes after school, like, depending on what it was. When we had to do tutoring before school, tutoring was at like 7:30 in the morning. So I was waking up extra early to get to school to make sure that I went to tutoring to pass my classes. And this is a girl who would try to make it seem like I was dumb and that I wasn't smart because I would go out of my way to get extra help to make sure I didn't fail my fucking math class. Can you fucking believe that? The bitch even mad that I'm trying to make sure my smarts is all the way together. You trying to insinuate the bitch is dumb. Bitch, how am I dumb and we both got into the same school?
Clock it.
And like our school, it wasn't a regular ass public school. Like this was a prestigious high school. Like it wasn't the top of the top creme de la creme, but it was up there. If I tell certain people, oh, I went to this high school, they're gonna be like, oh, you went there? Yes, I did. What the fuck? Because I don't know how it is now, but back in them days, any old kid couldn't just get into that school. Like you had to be a smart kid. You had to have some type of intellectuality to you. You had to have some type of eclecticness to you to get into that school. So for you to try to make fun of me for going to tutoring is crazy. Like, so I got all of that in mind. Like, girl, you, I'm not. Moral of the story was I was not going for Sally's apology. I did not care about her apology. She could have just shoved it up her ass, honestly. So I didn't wind up responding, right? That was like summer. That was probably like in August time frame. School starts in September. So now it's only like another like 2-3 more weeks before school is about to start. And I never, responded to her and never said nothing back. So I know, like, knowing the type of person that I'm dealing with, knowing the caliber of person I'm dealing with, I know Sally is feeling some type of way that I didn't respond to her message, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? School starts and like I told you, I already have other friends, so I'm not worried about being alone or anything. Like I don't, and even if I did, I wouldn't give, because I'm an only child. You know how many games I have played by myself? You know how much fun I've been having by myself since I was a child? Well, technically I'm not an only child, but I was raised as an only child. So I didn't give a fuck, like, honestly. But yeah, so school starts now. We're in senior year. We're in our new building now. Our new building was a few blocks away from Times Square. So we was kind of like in that area now, whereas Columbus Circle was a little bit more uptown. New Yorkers, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a way bigger building. It's big, it's nice, it's tea, like it's very tea and it's very demure. And I'm like, it's sad that, I couldn't come in here with my old homies, but fuck them. It's not fucking to Buttercup. Like, I just want to make that clear. Buttercup, that's why I named her Buttercup, because it's just such a sweet and nice name. Buttercup, she not with the rest of them. Senior year starts, y'all, and I'm not anxious or anything, but I'm just like, I wonder how this about to go, because I don't know what itches is on. I know Shorty gonna feel some type of way, and now we gonna see each other because school back in session. But I basically was on some, I'm with whatever. Like, if she want to squabble up, like, we could do that. Like, if she want to keep it on mute, we could do that too. But I'm like, I'm not letting this girl try me. Like, the first sign that I see that she trying to try me, I'm on that ass. I'm on that ass. Like, that's just the mindset that I had going into senior year. I'm like, yeah, senior year, nobody's going to play with me for sure. That's not happening. I'm on Snapchat one day. It's always something on Snapchat. Like, it's always something on chat of Snap. And y'all see what my name is, right? Leceymua, right? Okay. This is when high school, I definitely started figuring out, like, I was into makeup, but obviously my full makeup potential didn't really get where it needed to be because of certain things, okay? And that was another thing too. I really feel like Sally probably thought that she was going to be the aspiring makeup artist, and it was not her, baby. Because like I told you, this is what I told you. I'm about to tell y'all again. They parents was giving them stuff that I had to work for, right? So Sally, she would have all of like the latest trending makeup products, okay? I don't know how she got her hands on this ish. I don't know, but she always got her hands on. And I'm not talking about no drugstore ish. I'm talking about that ish. My makeup girlies, y'all know, like I'm talking about, y'all know it's the high end in drugstore. She was getting the high end bitch, okay, where my ass was getting them in drugstore, but I was making it work. Like I said, these was in the days where my makeup skills wasn't skilling how they needed to skill. So I was still trying to figure out, you know, what is my skin tone. Mind you, all of this that I'm telling y'all about, this is only weeks into us being into senior year, because I think at this point I have seen Stally around. Like you know when you see somebody in the hallway and you try to act like you don't see them, or you side eye them a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was kind of like stuff like that, but we hadn't had any direct interactions. Let me go back to the makeup thing, y'all. And I think, did I have like one class with her? I think I had like one, which is crazy, one class with her, but it was like an elective kind of class. Like it wasn't like a real class. Like it was a class, but it wasn't class. In this class, like we didn't speak, we didn't know nothing. Like it was nothing in real life. It was never anything in real life. Everything was over the internet or behind a group chat. It was a certain point, or that point in life, I thought because I was dark skinned, I was the darkest shade on the thing, and no shade, but I'm not. Like I am not the darkest skin tone out here. So the moral of the story is that I had the darkest, and this was also back in the days where we probably had about, black girls, we probably had about 5 different shades to choose from. So I chose the darkest one thinking like, oh yeah, because I'm the color I am, this is my color. Whole time it's not. So I did have a foundation that was significantly darker than my skin. Like I don't know what if I was doing. If I could find some type of footage to show y'all, I will show y'all. And I definitely wasn't using no type of brightening concealer or nothing to balance shit out. Like I was just putting the foundation on my face. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I was figuring things out. My face was clearly darker than my chest, and I was not keen to that at all in these days. So I, first of all, like when I did my makeup in high school, or when I did any type of makeup, whatever the case may be, I would just have the makeup literally just on my face. Like I would not bring it down to my chin. I would not bring it down to my neck. I literally thought like the face is flat. Like, no, your face is 3D, babe. And you need to bring that shit down, blend it out. Because, you know, typically our chests are already lighter than our face anyways, because for obvious reasons. Like I'm not about to go into that. So y'all got that little synopsis, right? Okay. So it was a day where I think, and mind you, clearly I still had Stally on social media. I still had her on Snapchat and Instagram, because again, these is not the days where it's block and delete. It's giving block and delete these hoes. Like I had posted probably like a little Snapchat story, right? I posted a Snapchat story feeling myself like, look at my makeup, y'all. Because I was good for that. I was good for having my story flooded back in the day. Like I've had people tell me, oh, you live on Snapchat. Like you you post your whole life on Snapchat. And it all makes sense now, because look, content creator, I post my little selfie video feeling myself on my Snapchat, and you know what, I probably was looking crazy, okay, but that wasn't for Stally to clock, because you was already on thin ice, ho. Why is it like, I don't even know how long later, but it was within the same day, like probably within a few hours, couple of hours, whatever the case may be, I'm tapping through stories, and I just so happened to tap on Stally's story, and Stally talking about some, oh yeah,
bitches think they know how to do makeup, but can't even match their neck to their face.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Oh, bitch. When I seen that, best believe, like I was about to be on demon time. Like I don't, not you trying to clock some tea and really getting pissed. Now when I see you at school tomorrow, I'm on that. I'm on that ass. So if you need that, I got that for you. Like since this is what you want to do, got it. I knew exactly who she was talking about, because I knew my shit wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew that I had noticed after I had already posted myself doing my makeup, because mind you, this was like a nice little Sunday. It was the weekend. I had time. I'm over here minding my business, doing my makeup and posting it for fun, and you over here throwing some type of shade. So I want to see if you gonna say that in real life. Like, I want to see if you gonna say that to my face.
Yeah, they squabbling out there now. Yeah.
Like that's what I want to see now. So best believe I'm gonna find out when your lunch period is, and I'm on that. Best believe. So I think I had called my friend that I had gravitated to. I had already started gravitating towards her junior year of high school, and we really got closer senior year because I was no longer a part of squad. I was no longer a part of squad. I had mentioned her in an early story time. Her name is Anna. I specifically remember I had named her Anna, and I think I had called Anna. I had told Anna, yo, like, this just trying me, bro. Like, she's trying me. Like, I think she feels some type of way. Like, I never responded to her message. So now she on Snapchat talking crazy, but I got something for her. Like, it's cool. Anna was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, as soon as I get into school tomorrow, like, I'm going to find out when her lunch period is. Like, I know it's somebody who's going to snitch and tell me when her lunch period is, and I'm going to pull up on that ass. Like, it's nothing. It's nothing. So, sure enough, it's the next day, and I did exactly what the F I said I was going to do, because one thing about me, anything I put my mind to, I do. One thing about me, I'm Mrs. Make It Happen. And one thing about me, I'm Mrs. Stand on Business. I don't give a what nobody gotta say. Like, and y'all gonna see, like, even with recent story times in my life, I be standing on business and bitches don't want no smoke. Like, sure enough, it was the next day. I pulled up to school. I don't know who I found out the information from, but one of them little kids told me, like, yeah, Sally's lunch period is 4th period.
Fuck me, nigga, I'm on my way. Let's roll, friends.
I was like, oh, really? That's even better for me, because that's the same lunch period that I have. So I will definitely, that means I'm going to have ample amount of time to make sure everything is crystal fucking clear. Make sure that this don't got no ounce of, she don't got a lighter to ignite no fire, because I'm with all of that shit. So if she want to add some fuel to it, we could add some fuel, but I'm gonna pull up on her on lunch and check that whole temperature and see what's good with her, because you talking about some old bitches think that they know how to do makeup in their face and their neck and Let's see if you want to say that to me, baby. I just want to add to, and remember I told y'all we was in the first building for 3 years. We transferred schools, or we transferred buildings, because the first building was hella small, and it was so small that the cafeteria was not big enough to fit an entire lunch period. So we were allowed to literally leave school for lunch and go to like little restaurants nearby. It's Manhattan, so it's just a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. We was allowed to leave school, come back. Like, we was allowed to eat relatively anywhere in the building as long as we wasn't making a mess. All of that kind of changed for this senior year for us, at least, because now we had a full-size cafeteria, so nobody was going outside for lunch. 10 times out of 10, if you looking for somebody during their lunch period, or let's say 9 times out of 10, because I was never in the caf. I found me a little hot spot, okay, because I'm the plug. Hello. I knew Sally was gonna be in the caf. Sure enough, it's lunch period now. It's 4th period, my lunch, and what I found out to be Sally's lunch. And I make my way to the caf. Spotted her right there. Found her. Oh yeah, let me pull up on that ass, because now I gotta ask her, is she okay? Is she good? Like, does she got a problem? Do she need that? Like, what's up? Like, check her temperature. I'm about to check her temperature. Making my way downtown to the caf to get on a bitch ass. I'm gonna show you exactly how I pulled up to this table that she was sitting at. I think she was sitting at the table. I don't even remember who she was sitting at the table with, but I think that she was sitting at the table with Petunia. She was literally sitting there with one other person, so it had to be Petunia. Let me show you how I pulled up to the table. What's good? What's good, Sally? What's good? And that's a wrap for part 2. That's a wrap for part 2. Left y'all with another cliffhanger. If you made it to the end of this video, put this emoji on the screen. Definitely don't forget to give the video a big like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all on part 3.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you.